All right, today we are taking a look at Transformers Beast Wars Basic Class Armadillo. Armadillo here is another one of the 1996 Basic Class Beast Wars figures, so the first year of the toy line, and he's one of the flip formers, so the automatically mostly transforming little Basic Class figures. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He turns into a little armadillo here. And I think more recently, the name Armadillo has been used for something else. I think he's a like a character in, I want to say League of Legends, but every time any of my friends always talk about Armadillo, I was always just thinking about this guy because I'm like, nah, this is the OG Armadillo. Yeah, he's a cool little figure. Not one of my favorite Basic Class figures, but he definitely is pretty fun. Here he is with Rat Trap, who I just looked at a few days ago. And yeah, they're pretty cool together. Obviously, you know, the Beast Wars figures, like, they don't really scale, and they don't even scale in the show, so it doesn't really bother me. Like, they just like turn into bigger or smaller versions of the animals that they're, you know, it's not a disguise as much as it is like a energy, you know, conservation thing in the show. So it doesn't bother me when Beast Wars figures don't scale, because like I wouldn't really want a Rat Trap figure this big and then an Optimus Primal this big. Like yeah, it doesn't bug me. But to transform him, you just take, I guess articulation in this mode. The shoulders here are on ball joints, and then the elbows are on ball joints for the front claws, because these are going to be the robot mode arms. The back legs are on a little hinge here, and then the tail is on a hinge, but that's pretty much it. Then to transform him, you just undo this tail assembly, which holds in a little bit better than Rat Trap's does, because there's like a bit less space for it to fit in there. Whereas like Rat Trap had gaps on both sides of this gray piece, whereas he's pretty flush in there. But yeah, you just undo that. You just let him flip down. Then you flip the tail back down, and then you can do whatever you want with these feet. I'll get to that. And then you rotate down the arms here, and there you have Armadillo in his robot mode. And yeah, he's a cool looking guy. I like his head sculpt. He's got a gnarly little expression there on his face. Pretty cool. Articulation wise, the arms are on ball joints here at the shoulders, and then ball joints at the elbows. He does, like, I guess if you want his hands kind of facing the direction hands do, then his elbows only move outward. But if you're content with him having just these, you know, diggy claws as hands, then the elbows face forward like that. The hips are on ball joints and the knees are on ball joints, but the hind legs of the armadillo mode actually make up his weapons. So if you have those stored in here, like where he's not holding them, then the legs like really can't go out to the side much, which is not great. It's a little bit more like obtrusive than the way that Rat Trap's weapons stored, where they were just like in the back and it didn't hinder the articulation at all. But he's definitely got more articulation when you take out the weapons. But yeah, each of the feet just plug in here. And he's got these holes on his hands here. So he's got this foot becomes a little flail, I guess it is, with the ball and chain, and then this foot becomes a little gun, and it's okay. It looks a little awkward with the armadillo feet sticking off there, and it looks a little awkward when you keep them stored, because then his legs are like awkwardly holding together. It's yeah, not quite as elegant as Rat Trap's weapons. I mean, you can put these like this. There's pegs on both sides too, like there's one here, one there. So if you want this to be a little bit longer, you can do that. I think that's how it pegs in is that right? No, I guess it pegs in with that one in alt mode. So I think you're supposed to use this further forward peg for armadillo mode, and then this one for the robot mode, so that the weapons stick out a little bit more. But either way, like it looks a little goofy no matter what, just because he's got those big dumb feet sticking out there. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. There's definitely worse examples of that in Beast Wars. But yeah, can show them off real quick with Rat Trap here. It's quite easy to transform. I won't bother unpegging his arms, but yeah, they're pretty comparable in size there. And yeah, he's an okay figure. Definitely not one of the better flip formers, but you know, they're all kind of fun in their own little way. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And if you've got something you want me to review specifically, make sure to leave it in the comments, and I'll let you know if I have it and can get to it. But yeah, without further ado, here we have Transformers Basic Class Beast Wars Armadillo, the original Armadillo.